Nexxlegacy.
I got my homegirl in the house, Klose, is here with me on this Grown and Sexy Saturday. What's good, mommy?
What's up? How you doing tonight?
I'm straight. How you doing? How's your day going?
It's a little hot out there, but I'm making do.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Feel that? Yeah, we experienced that little heat wave. This was this past week, but we good this weekend. I'm good. The weather is nice out here in the Bay, and we just chilling right now. You know what I'm saying?
I need to come and visit out there.
Yeah, you need to do that ASAP, for real. You know what I'm saying?
No.
No doubt. So, what's good with you? Let the fans know who you be. Your name, your town that you in right now. You know what I'm saying? Let these listeners know what's good with you.
All right. My name is Klose, and I'm always repping North Carolina. I'm actually hail from Asheville, in the mountains of North Carolina. But right now I'm repping Be More, living up here. Grinding, doing my hustle, doing music, just living. I came out with an album a couple years ago. Was doing music real hard down in North Carolina. I started out in the underground scene. Cute little country girl, kind of evolved, had a little more experiences. It's been an interesting hustle. Life is crazy, and now my music has gotten better, I'd say, after all that.
I think at the end of the day, when you can say that, you know what I'm saying, my music used to be here, but now it's gotten a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? When somebody can actually say that, you can tell they're growing as an artist and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I'm humble. It's my good too. I feel like the more you go through, you have a lot more to talk about, and the way you say it is a lot more forceful. So.
No doubt. So you've been, you know what I'm saying, was out there in North Carolina, you out in your town right now. How long you been doing the music thing?
I've been doing music since about 19 or 20. Okay. I really hadn't planned on rapping or anything. I always did poetry and wrote a bunch of poetry, and my boyfriend at the time, he was a rapper, and then all my friends caught on to it, and I was like, let me try it for a second. So I tried to bust a little rap, and I was like, hey, I'm not so bad at this. My friend was like, hey, you're not so bad at that. So I don't know, I just kept going, and I tried doing all the elements. I tried breakdancing, DJing, writing graffiti, but I wasn't as good at all that stuff as I am at trying to bust flows and stuff, because I feel that a lot more.
Just the way you talk and your swag, you kind of seem like you had them in throwback groups from, you know what I'm saying, hip-hop's early days with the graffiti, like you said, the DJ and the break dance and all that good stuff. I mean, do you sometimes, go back to them roots and be like, wow, that's what music was about. It was so pure back then, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I was thinking today about how I was talking to somebody in the game, and they were like, man, when I was younger, they were like, man, I wish I could be like you right now. You're just always writing, and you're out there freestyling, you're rapping, and you're loving music, and you're loving passion, and you're loving the art. And then once you get submersed into the scene, everything changes, and you have to change, what you're doing and the audience you're trying to cater to, and you focus less on why you really started doing it to begin with, And I feel like a lot of people in the industry, or even people who haven't even made it into the industry yet, think that they have to maintain this image of, what is supposed to be with rap nowadays. And they don't even know about hip-hop, because there is a difference. I mean, a lot of people don't, and that was what it was all about. I mean, I could just remember, breakdancing, DJing, writing, going down, putting on some dirty-ass tennis shoes, and doing bad at graffiti. It didn't even matter. Go ahead.
Yeah, that used to be classic. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You go back there, now those groups, nobody wasn't really stripping off the gear they had on or the shoes that they was rocking at that particular time. They just didn't really care how they looked. They just wanted to just go, you know what I'm saying, go spit, go do some freestyle work or whatever they needed to do. That was classic. Now it's kind of like, a different day and age where, you know what I'm saying, people got to watch what they wear and, you know what I'm saying, it's that image. But you kind of go back in the day, it just, people didn't really seem to care.
Well, I won't lie, I still always try to look fresh and everything. Back in the day, too.
No doubt. No doubt.
But, no, you're right. You know, more than it was about how you came with your art. And what I really don't understand nowadays is how people think they know so much about music and the game is, and they don't really know themselves enough to know their music or what they're putting out. I mean, if they really put definition into their soul a little more and gave it some meaning, I mean, all the stuff that was like being banged out on the radio would be so much flyer, I think.
Very true. I mean, and that's the thing I always used to, preach on my shows that I do is like you gotta put yourself into the music that you do, and that the people, some people, that put out songs, you feel like they don't put themselves into it. It's just I need to go ahead and say this or go by this route so I can be able to make this amount of money. It's more about the money now than the actual love for the music. So, you know what I'm saying? To me, at the end of the day, I kind of feel like, you know what I'm saying, if that's the way it's going to be done, people like yourself and me and other artists that, not only come on my shows, but, people that I hear need to go ahead and take this back to how it used to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be great. That would be all love. I mean, I don't really know. Times are hard and life is a struggle now, so people, they have a lot more aggression. Everything is based, and especially being like a woman, everything's more based around sex and that kind of image that's portrayed. So, I mean, it's hard because you want people to know you for who you are and like what you want to represent from your mind, but at the same time, I mean, some people won't even like take a listen to you unless you're looking the way that they want to see in their world,
And that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you too about is like, saying the voice of a female MC or whatnot. It's like, people, it's kind of like it's real hard. I mean, it was taken over at one point in time by MC Light was in there, Queen Latifah was around. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of other artists as well, that kind of leveled up and, kind of got a little spotlight or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, from the Brad to Little Kim and things like that too. But, now it's kind of like fell back when you don't really hear that voice from a female MC no more. Why do you think that is?
I mean, because you don't hear that voice from a male MC anymore either. I mean, what do you seriously, I mean, what do you hear a male MC talk about? So what do you think a female MC is going to talk about? I'm not saying like a woman is like totally derivative of what a man is, but I'm just saying it all aligns and goes together. If you're not, I mean, people just, they're not going to come from the heart as much anymore because they're scared that it's not going to be accepted. It's like if I really, and that's always been hard for me, especially coming from a small town. Like it was really hard for me to get any kind of like real recognition down there because I was very personal with all of my raps, and I don't really think that people wanted to hear something so personal. I mean, it was, and I just think females are so scared to really just be themselves and put out like the music that they're feeling from their heart because they don't think that the media is going to want to hear that. They think the media wants to see them, and if they're seen in an appropriate light. I mean, and I think probably a lot of the female MCs out there aren't even MCs. They're just, they're brought into it because they're like, because people will go and they'll be like, this girl's hot. She's going to make it.
Yeah.
These people look good. They're going to make it. And then you turn it on and you listen to it. I'm not looking at their faces. When you're listening to the radio or you put in a disc, I'm not saying like if because I know everything's like visual when you're watching like videos and stuff and you want to see something nice or whatever, but that's not the whole of it, and that's not even the culture when it comes down to it. I mean,
that's true.
I don't know. I just think like something's been lost and we need to get it back.
Real. And this is Grown and Sexy Saturday with Klose in the house, iambranded. I'm saying just send in the emails or whatnot. Just send them to vintagemusicradio@gmail.com or call in. you know what I'm saying, listeners out there, if y'all got a question for Klose as well, 347-215-8653. Once again, 347-215-8653. Now, you know, I've had conversations on my shows with, excuse me, a lot of the artists, like, you know, some of the females from VH1's Miss Rap Supreme. Talked to Nikki Two States and Beata on occasion, and a lot of what you're talking about is how they kind of foresee it too, and you know what they all kind of thought was going to take it back is exactly what you said. Is just kind of getting back to the roots of what made women strong in the hip hop community and stuff like that. And to me, I think if the dominated, you know, the dominated genres, you know, through the males, because it is dominated more males than more females, and it's going to have to take the males to be able to hold down the females too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I don't really think like females are given an initial opportunity from the gate as like, go ahead, we think you're going to rock it. I think more it's we'll see what she can do, and that's the way it's always been with me, and then it's always been having to prove myself. I mean, I know everybody always has to prove themselves, but why do I have to prove myself so much more? You know what I mean? But that made me better. Like, and females who are really trying to make it and have that struggle, you have to take that and you have to embrace it and love it and say, I am glad that people think this way and think that I'm not going to rock it, because now I'm going to be even harder than before. You know?
That's 100% official. That's real. Now, you know what I'm saying, with that being said and done with Klose, like, you know what I'm saying, you said you had an album out earlier in your career. You know, do you have any plans on dropping something anytime soon, or as far as working on an album or something like that?
Yeah, I have been in the studio working on things a little bit. I have one of my homies is about to release a mixtape, The Supplier Volume 4. It's DJ 29. I've got a single that's going to be on that, and I am trying to get an EP finished that I want to come out with within probably the next 6 months, something like that. I want to make it real fresh, tight. And I have been going through a lot of stuff in my life lately, so, you know, I want to make sure I cover all the bases and put some time into it to make it a really good album.
Real deal.
Go ahead.
Not only that, she's actually going to be working with Branded too, so just be on the lookout for that. So,
oh yeah, sure.
Letting people know, just be afraid, be very afraid, because we gonna make some history. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, it's a couple of people that, you know, wanna check out your music as far as the emails that was sent to me or whatnot just now. So we're gonna get into True Players. Tell the listeners a little bit about that track.
Well, this is one of these tracks. I do a lot of relationship raps, kind of like my therapy when I'm going through breakups, makeups, whatever, you know, and
Right.
just talking about, you know, how males think that they can get away with what they want to get away with and never have to deal with consequences, and eventually females, they grow and they move on and they go and they're doing their own thing, and, you know, we can be just like men can be, but when it all comes down to it, you know, it's all about, I don't know. If I really knew what it was all about, I wouldn't write these songs all the time. But it's about the love game and how men and women play, and you'll just have to listen to the song.
There you go. You would have a blueprint to it already. If you knew how the world works, you would be in a higher position where everybody else would be. You dig? You know
right.
All right, people. We're gonna go ahead and bang out this. Never been played on the radio before, right?
No, it hasn't. World
All right.
premiere.
Well, you know what? Until now, world premiere. This is Klose, True Players, on Vintage Music Radio. Grown and Sexy Saturday. Fire, girl. Definitely fire.
Thank you. I just want to give a shout out to J19 on the beat. He's pretty much my main producer. We've been friends for a long time, and he really knows how to make me sound good and help me grow as an artist. Big ups to him.
Shout out to that dude, most definitely, you know what I'm saying? Banging it out on this Grown and Sexy Saturday on Vintage Music Radio. This is Klose, and I am branded, you know what I'm saying? Just keep sending them emails, because I got a handful of emails when this track played, and, you know what I'm saying, the majority is saying, you know, good look, sounds real hot. You know, I got this one. His name is Kevin. Kevin's from the town out here in Oakland. He basically wants to know, you know, what motivates you to do a lot of the writing that you do.
Well, definitely what motivates me is life, man. I mean, I go through probably a lot more than the normal individual in a different sense, because I put a lot more thought into things that happen, where a lot of people are able to be and go and not just think about it, and I'm like, my head is like going crazy, and I'm like, I just need to write this down. And then once I write it down, I'm good. I'm like, all right, done. And it's just life is main motivation, and love and music, combining it together, best therapy ever.
Right on. Just Kid from Texas, he wants to know, out of all the MCs, as far as female MCs that you've actually listened to, who's the person you look up to in the game right now?
Man, I knew that was going to come up, and I was just thinking about it. I'm like, if they ask me about that, I don't know. I don't even really know what I'm going to say. I mean, because I can listen to any kind of female MC. It doesn't, you know, like, I got now. I mean, back in the day, I used to listen to a lot of Lauryn Hill and, you know, like Ladybug from the Digital Planets. People used to be like, wow, you really kind of sound like her. I didn't really ever think so, but I still was like down with the chill, the more chill, like Bahamadia and stuff like that. But at the same time, I totally can bump some Lil' Kim or Trina or something like that in the ride. I mean, it depends. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in, you know.
There you go. Vern from Alabama wants to know, do you have any CDs currently on sale or singles on sale or anything that he can buy? He wants some close music. He wants some music by you, sweetheart. So.
Well, you can go on cdbaby.com or iTunes, and I have an album on there called Connections with a K. That was my first release. I was under management for a little while, and didn't really last a long while because we had our own creative differences. But yeah, you could go either of those spots and find that.
Now, are you still going to get paid for that?
No. But it doesn't matter if I'm going to get, I mean, because he owns all the publishing, and it just really, that was a bad situation. All you young people trying to get into the game, don't make the same mistakes I did, and really just pay attention to the business aspects of it, because I'm definitely prone from learning all of that. But, I mean, he did help me a whole lot when I was under management as far as, like, getting me exposure, and I mean, things didn't really turn out the way I wanted.
Right.
But, I mean, there's nothing that can be done about it now, and I'd still people hear that old music than not hear it.
And that's my thing too. It's kind of like, you know, especially when you start off in this music business, because it's so cutthroat. You know, entertainment businesses in general, you know, even the actors and actresses, they'll go through the same stuff that the musicians go through. It is a cutthroat business. You are going to run into a lot of sharks, or you're going to run into a lot of people that want to take you, and then they want to mold and shape you into how they want you to be instead of it being vice versa, you know what I mean? So, you know, at the end of the day, people still got to kind of realize that, hey, you know what, even though you see talent and you're open to, you know, change and things like that or whatever, they can't take what you love that's in your heart and try to mold it into their vision, because it's not going to work.
It doesn't work. Not with me, at least. I mean, I see a lot.
Yeah, you ain't lying, because there's a lot of people that they sold to the to the.
I mean, there's some people you give them a $10 bill and they'll do whatever. I mean, money talks.
Crazy.
And
that's true.
How, I mean, it just depends. Some people will, you know, I'm not going to lie. I'll be straight up with you. I would try to change, like, not change, but, like, adjust a little bit to, you know, the scene, but I would never give up who I am.
Right.
You know, I mean, you change as an artist. You change with the times a little bit, as far as like the music goes, as far as like the beats and stuff like that, because people get into a certain like style, but you should never like give up who you are. And if you don't like it, my main thing is, if I like it and it's rocking, yeah, I'll rock to that.
Oh yeah.
You know, if it sounds nice, yeah, we can do that. But if I don't like it and it's not hitting and it doesn't suit me, I ain't doing that shit. You know, and I mean, I'm serious, I'd rather be broke, because it's not different. It's not like I haven't been broke before, and just listen to something and know that's me and that sounds good, rather than that's me and that's just not hitting, you know.
That's real. I mean, you know, 'cause to me, it's kind of like the same thing with me. I would rather just, you know, just stay true to the music that I do, and you know, of course, you know, grow with the change in times, but still keep it what made you in the first place. And if you was kicking the truth, then you're supposed to keep it that way and don't flip out and do something totally different. You know what I'm saying? And if you just keep putting different spins to your music, as far as, you know, keep spreading that word out there and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
That's a real deal. So, you know, we just gonna make sure we keep it pushing on this Grown and Sexy Saturday with the hip hop artist who's about to soon become a legend. Her name is Klose, and she is most definitely in the house. And I got one of my homeboys from Eastern Shore Love Entertainment out there in the VA, WSL, a.k.a. Will Sexy Love, on the line. What's good, man?
Yo, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing nice. Can't
That's
complain.
good. That's good. That's good. So where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
Okay, I always listen to
I'm a Southern girl.
I know I got family down there.
In the Carolina?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what part? Hello?
I don't know the name, but I know I got family down there.
Yeah, no one gives North Carolina a chance. They're like, Carolina, whatever.
He got fam. He probably haven't seen in years out there in Carolina.
Yeah, for real.
They out there, but I ain't seen them in a minute.
You're missing out. There's some good food. I want to go down there and see my mama and eat.
Yeah. And we had this one guy. To send an email and just now and asked, "Are you still in Carolina?" So I don't think he heard the beginning of the show. So you could tell that guy where you at right now.
I'm currently in Baltimore right now. I've been up here for a few years now. Yeah, I decided just to try to go somewhere and start something different somewhere else. And, you know, eventually I want to make it out west, Cali,
yeah.
soon, probably in like the next year or so, something like that.
There you go.
You are very close to where I am right now. I'm on the eastern shore of Virginia. You are like 2 hours away from me, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If you're if you're in the Maryland area.
What are you? You're the top of Virginia? What city are you in?
Nobody really knows it because like we're like this little secluded area, like this little isle or whatever you want to call it. But from a town called Accomack, Onack, yeah.
Oh, okay. You're right, I don't know, but cool.
I told you nobody knows about it.
Right.
Yeah, when I first heard where you was, well, I was like, okay, where's that at? I know Virginia, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't know where you were. I was like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, 'cause Will's out on he owns his own island. No, I'm just playing, not out there, but
on your own island.
I wish I did.
But actually, Will's an R&B dude. So you know, as far as you know, connects and stuff like that, we'll definitely talk, you know, and stuff like that off air, Miss Klose. But you know, he's.
Hello. Hello.
Yo.
Oh, there you are.
Branded. Oh, don't tell me it happened again.
Where'd he go?
I think he forgot to pay the bill again. But now he's like, I don't know. I think he's having problems.
Did you just say he's about to pay the bill again?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how far away are you from Baltimore?
Like a 2-hour drive.
What should we do? Should we just sit here and wait, or should we call him back again?
No, just stay on. He'll be back.
Yeah, I'm back. My bad.
Okay.
My bad. I'm back, but what I was saying earlier was, you know, a lot of people wanted to hear True Players again. We'll go ahead and get that play probably towards the end but it's just a handful of people feeling that song. And Will, I don't think you heard it yet, so I'll go ahead and make sure I play that too. So, but
Right.
I'm gonna dig into this next one called Just Fine. Tell the fans out there a little bit about that one, huh?
Just fine. Actually, the producer for that is Bry Hines, one of my homies from North Carolina. He's in Maui now. Label Top Shelf Music. And that song, I used to listen to it when I would get really stressed out about things because I suffer stress and anxiety, and I just realized, like, whatever you're doing throughout your day, everyday bullshit that happens, you got to just chill, do whatever it is that makes you relax and know that everything's just going to be okay. It's all good. You're not going to die, you know, and it's just a little chill song.
That's real, and you know what? It was actually the ones you sent me. This is like one of my favorites too. So you know, this was most definitely hot. Yeah, for sure. Cause yeah, it's hot to me. I feel it 100%. So the songs and the music that you feel that you know gives you a little chill or a good vibe or whatnot, you want to stick to it. So you know, people, you guys got to listen to it. Will, when we're done, let me know.
Nexxlegacy.